I don't. Hey, what's up, Insane Rhetoric? What's going on? You know what it is. It's Fire and Nice back. We ready to do our jump off show. World's upside down, and we trying to make it right side up. What's happening, Pinky?
Trying to take over the world.
Man,
Brain.
the pinky and the
Okay, so
brain.
yeah,
The
okay.
pinky and the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane.
Listen, y'all. Okay, if y'all hear a bunch of talking and a lot of noise in the background, it's because I'm coming to you live in my favorite place that I'm always talking about. The same place we met Deshaun when we
Yeah,
was in the man cave.
yeah.
I'm right here, live, coming to you from the Dunkin' Donuts, cause I like to be at Dunkin' Donuts. I know y'all can't see that, but I like to be at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts got good Dunkin'. They got good donuts, man. Like they used to have good coffee, but I don't know if that coffee is the same anymore.
So
I think in St. Louis, I don't even know where Dunkin' Donuts is. I think it might be one in the airport, but other than that, I don't think we have them just around like they used to. They used to be popular.
this y'all, we got a surprise for y'all coming in August. Y'all, tell y'all in August 27th. Maybe I should say it now with a Texas accent. August, not August. August 27th. Got a surprise for y'all.
Mm.
I'm just saying, something gonna happen different in August. Okay,
Um,
not August. August.
August,
August 27th.
not to be confused with August Alsina.
Yo, yo, right. Oh,
We don't need the show landed on the red table talk.
we didn't talk about the real estate type stuff. You know what I want to talk about?
What up?
They grind the conference back there, y'all. Can y'all hear it?
Man, her percolating or something.
Okay. Listen, let's just start off with this. Why they substituting milk in Alaska? That's the burning question in my mind. It's not funny. Okay, it's not funny, but why in Alaska? I just need y'all to tell me, because I be wanting to know things. Okay, listen, y'all. Why they substituting milk in Alaska with floor sealant
With
for the little
floors.
elementary school children? 12 elementary school children in Alaska.
Uh-huh. With
They
floor
serve
sealant.
milk
Did you say floor sealant?
sealant. Mhm.
That you seal a floor with?
At a child care program in Alaska. Yeah. Okay, y'all gonna let. Okay, we just gonna make this one thing about it real quick because it's not funny. But this for my co-host. Floor sealant. Floor sealant.
Listen, my nigga, I knew what you said. I'm just like, what type of
Floor
substitute? What type of
sealant.
substitute is that?
Uh, yeah.
That's like drinking turpentine instead of water. So, how many kids have died? That's my next question. How many? How many?
This and this
How
in the
many?
capital. Look, this in the capital. This in Juneau.
So how many died from drinking milk substitutions of floor sealant in Alaska? We don't know.
It was at a summer care program. It was at a summer care program. I can't pronounce the name of this school, y'all. Y'all know I'm bad with words and stuff.
How many didn't die? Let's get to the point.
Hey, it was 12 of them. They started complaining that their stomach hurt. I mean, they started complaining that the milk tasted bad. It didn't taste right. The milk didn't taste right. Ooh. So the milk was served, the breakfast, the meal was served by an outside contractor on trays. Let's call them out. Nana Management Services, NMS, NANA Management Services. They serve children milk that's really floor sealing. Nana Management Services. Let's talk about that. Okay.
So maybe they contract is through the flooring company.
So they, you go outside, you pick up your tray, you go back inside to the table in the cafeteria, sit down and eat. Okay. The children said they had a burning sensation. And then they could smell and taste the milk. It was
different.
It is so. Here's the statement that the officials made. It was found that the milk served was actually a floor sealant resembling liquid milk. Staff immediately directed students to stop consuming the substance and removed it. So really, they all got it. All the children got it. But it was the first 12 that opened it up. The name of the summer camp program is called Rally, R-A-L-L-Y.
I mean, rally to the hospital now, huh?
Well, they contacted Poison Control and alerted parents and said, and here's their quote, all steps provided by Poison Control were carefully followed.
That ain't gonna stop the parents from suing.
So Rally provides state licensed child care for elementary school ages 5 to 12 and is a partnership with the Juneau School District. One student received medical treatment at a nearby hospital. 2 other students were picked up from school and may have gone to seek medical advice. The condition of the students and the remaining 9 was not included in the statement. So they got an investigation into how the incident happened.
I'm pretty sure they know how the incident happened. They let an outside contractor come in and feed the kids turpentine.
So the city and the borough of Juneau, they all, a borough surrounding Juneau and the police, they all investigate.
So they're trying to do another Jim Jones, huh? Drink this.
Now, NMS, Nana Management Services, they said that they dispatched the safety team to Juneau as soon as they became aware of the incident.
And how long did that take? Did it take like Uvalde police to get there an hour or 2 later?
It's not in the article.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, they got
CNN, y'all.
They got there at a later time.
They say they are supporting the full investigation, looking at every contributing factor to determine exactly what happened. This process is key to identifying potential safety measures and putting those safety measures to work. That's what NMS said.
Yeah, that sounds like some garbage to me.
What y'all think about that?
I think they was trying to kill them kids. Because who makes that type of mistake like that? You don't go in, well, you know what? FDA screw up a lot of stuff and the CDC too. So I mean, but still and all, that's the federal government. This is a school and that they have contracts with. So my thing is you didn't check that and verify what was coming into the school for them kids.
Well, if you order milk from a dairy,
Right.
why would you get floor sealant?
Yeah, so that mean that it's probably some other places that has the same thing and they ain't nobody complained about it yet.
Or if you ordered milk from the local grocery store that you pick up this amount of milk on this certain day, how did you get floor sealant? They're not even on the same side of the store.
No.
And why would you have floor sealant
But my thing
mixed
is,
in with the milk at the manufacturer?
but
I mean, at the dairy.
but my thing is, floor sealant, like okay, so I used to do floors, buff floors, and you know, at my old job. So by the law standards, you can't even have certain chemicals in the same room with certain chemicals, let alone food products. So how did those even get in the same area for that
Does not
even?
compute.
Right. Yeah, because unless the FDA laws are laxed up there in freaking Alaska, which I seriously doubt because they are part of the United States, which I seriously doubt. That shouldn't have happened at all.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous is what that is.
Yeah.
That is freaking ridiculous. So y'all walking in, now you gotta walk around, like I said, like Jim Jones, you gonna drink this milk.
Oh, these poor kids, stop, don't make me laugh.
You gonna drink this milk. You're trying to whack the kids.
Seal it, pass it on.
Right. That's crazy.
You know the milk commercial?
Mm-hmm.
Milk, pass it on.
Pass it on. Mm-hmm. And the other part of that, milk does a body good. Sealant does a body good. Well, in that case,
does a body bad.
In that case, they was trying to make it sound like sealant. Maybe they wanted to seal up their appetite. Maybe they wanted to seal their mouth. Maybe they want a fine finish for the inside of their esophagus.
Listen.
Maybe they was trying to seal up the booty hole.
Y'all. Yeah.
Hey man, that just don't make no sense. You don't make them type of mistakes, man. You don't make them type of mistakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Them type of mistakes you just don't make. Cause when you think of that type of stuff, man, you think about like the consequences behind what's gonna happen with that. And that right there, that's just like that's a consequence that didn't have to happen. So I hope all them children are okay though, you know what I'm saying? But to that company and to that school or whoever runs that rally program, y'all need to be terminated.
Well, I don't know if it's Rally that needs to be terminated, but they definitely need to cut ties with Nana Management Services.
Whoever.
But that's who delivered it.
But this is what I'm saying. Like the person that Rally who set the contract up, you know, so they had to have a contact person for Nano or Nana, whoever, to reach out to so they know what to order. You know what I'm saying? So, and then somebody should have checked that. You know what I'm saying? Check where the food is coming from, or the dairy products is coming from anymore. You just sign off on it, deliver it, and then just go about your business. So I
That's
don't know.
just crazy.
Yeah, and it's freaking horrible, But I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
right there that's just is sad. What it is.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what else going on? What
I
else
don't
you got
know.
going on?
I don't know. Your boy, it looked like your boy Kelly. He got his 10-year sentence. I think that was from Chicago.
That was only 10?
Nah, that was just from Chicago. I think he got sentenced from New York already, and that was like 25, I think.
Yeah.
But I seen 10 years in the article, so I didn't get a chance to finish reading it. But in any case, he ain't getting out. So it really don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lost cause. In other news, I think I talked to you about Jada wanting Will to apologize to Chris Rock so they can get it settled. What is there to settle? He settled it when he slapped the man.
What Chris Rock got to settle? I'm
That's my
confused.
point. Like they
I,
talking about, she's saying like they need to come together and just work it out. Work what out? Ain't nothing to be worked out. You slapped me. Now I'm moving on and make money off of it. You're a better man than me, because I would have been like, man, I'm finna sue the draws off of you, my guy.
yeah, that's crazy.
And then like have you seen the Netflix show with Snoop Dogg doing comedy? So
No.
they got Snoop Dogg as one of the hosts, as the host, and they had Cat Williams on there. They had D. Ray Davis. What's my girl name? Camacho. And what's the dude name to play Ashy Larry? They had him on there. Man, it went hard. It was funny
It
as
was
heck.
good?
Yes, it was funny. And Snoop was even cracking on people when he got started, man. These cats just sitting around smoking weed on the couch when they get done. It's crazy. You got to check it out. So that Netflix thing with Snoop Dogg is the deal. I forgot the name of it, but you know when you see it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up.
You know when you see it, man. So I don't know, but other than that, man, I don't know. It looked like they didn't dropped all the coverage on Ukraine. And what's going on with that? I don't see that all over the
Well,
news
that's
no
because
more.
they talking about the what you call it? Conspiracy.
Which
January
conspiracy?
6th conspiracy.
The who?
January 6th, 2020, 2021.
Man, what
They,
is it a conspiracy about? Trump sent them people in there to raid the Capitol. Didn't nobody go to jail. Didn't nobody die. Where's the conspiracy?
just saying.
Man, I don't want to hear about that,
I'm just
man.
saying. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine about this because
Is he a
they said,
Republican
no,
or
he's
a
a Democrat.
Democrat?
He's a Democrat.
All right. So what he's like?
So he said that, well, so this how I heard about it. Well, okay, wait, let me back up. So I had heard about it, but then I didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been busy, just like some stuff been going on with me. Not bad, but just like a different kind of focus that's going on with me. So I heard it in passing, and but I would. So this friend of mine was mentioned that they were watching it,
Mm-hmm.
that they had watched it. There was a hearing about the January 6th insurrection. Because lately it's been a lot of information that has come out about January 6th. Like, I think it was Mark Meadows, whatever his name is. I think he was going to burn some documents. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, they had Jared Kushner up there talking against his father-in-law. They had Trump saying that his own daughter, you know, she ain't know what she wasn't. She was unstable. Like, because his daughter and his son-in-law are like, you know, actively, if they're spoken to, they're telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're not coming out and saying anything, but if they're asked a direct question, they're telling the truth. No, I told dad this, and dad didn't do this.
Right.
Okay. So he mad. He say his daughter unstable. That's some other mess. Okay. He on that mess, like he always is. Okay. So, this friend of mine was like, yeah, I've been watching the hearings. So I was caught off guard and I was like, hearings, what are we hearing about? The conspiracy. What conspiracy? Because, you know, to me, it's just like what happened with abortion. Like, duh. That's where I am. I'm like, you say something to me about the insurrection. I'm like, duh. Just took us 2-3 years to decide we're going to actually say it. Just took us 2 or 3 years to decide we actually going to get Mark Meadows and Trump and everybody else. Now they're talking about a third impeachment.
See, my problem with this is that they knew all this was going to happen. That's my problem. And the fact that you let it go on, so you have to go through all this other stuff to try to prove a point is where I have the problem.
So this, my friend was like, they now have people, like they're coming back talking about how they had undercover people in the Oath Takers. They had undercover people in the Proud Boys. So they already, it's like it's coming. I came out in the hearing.
Right.
And
right.
so it's like the information went back. So yes, he did know.
But
like
see,
he knew.
That's what I'm saying though. You can't tell me the government don't know what's going on with any mainstream organization. You can't tell me that. But they allow the situation to happen so they can do what they can do or want to do for their agenda. There's no way that the government did not know nothing about that insurrection taking place. No way. If you remember Fahrenheit 9/11,
yeah,
the guy who wrote that, Mark something, I forgot, but I think he died thereafter. The story was published and written. I think his name was Mark Verman. Maybe that was one of the police that shot somebody else though, but his name was Mark something. But he was just talking about all the things that happened with the Bushes, with bin Laden. The construction company that was on the cleanup was a bin Laden company. The meeting that happened prior to the towers falling was with bin Laden himself. So you can't tell me that they don't know what is going to happen or who's doing what and pulling what strings. You can't tell me. Listen, when they went and got Omar Gaddafi, you know what I'm saying? They went and got him because he was trying to ratify the money situation out of Africa to give the wealth back to his people. That's why they killed Omar Gaddafi. Shot a freaking Patriot missile down his chimney. You know, so don't tell me, I don't believe in that I don't know situation. You know what you need to know. You just can't tell everybody that you know it. Matter of fact, it's one of the 48 laws of power. If anybody ain't never read that book, you need to go read it. You know, you know.
So here's, okay, so NPR published takeaways each day, what you should take away from the hearing. So they up to day 4. So the first one is that Pence not rebuffed the pressure to overturn the, with the Continental Congress and to overturn, I mean, not Continental Congress, with the Electoral College.
Mm-hmm.
Overturn the Electoral College and sway it to be in Trump's favor, even though the popular vote said the country would have been thrown into chaos. They talk about how he faced enormous amount of pressure to do something he had no constitutional authority to do.
But how do they know that?
Huh?
How do they know that?
How do they know? I guess I don't. I guess I want to know how do they know what?
How do they know that the country will be thrown in the turmoil behind it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how they know.
No, but no, it's a hypothetical answering question. How do they know? Because they already tried it before. They didn't did it before. Like the old people used to say, there's nothing new under the sun. Anything that's happening now, they didn't did it in some time frame before to know what the result of it would be. So that they knew it's an orchestrated plan. They know what they're doing, and they know that they know what their agenda is.
So the second takeaway is that Trump was very aware that he was going to sway these people to go and do something at the Capitol, because he publicly and privately tried to sway Pence's, which we knew about the tweets and all of that because we could see all of that, but we didn't know exactly what he was saying to Pence privately. So that has all come out.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying, because that's what they wanted to happen.
Even after the riot, Pence was still getting the pressure from everybody. And then, so this committee on conspiracy, they've now began to lay out the potential crime liability for Mr. Eastman and possibly Trump. Yeah, John Eastman, the lawyer.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So, like, I just look at it like this, man. The government wants what they want, and they're willing to do anything to get it, no matter who stands in the way of it. And that's just as simply what it is. Like, we understand.
Immediately after the riot, like in the throes, immediately as the riot is ending, this John Eastman emailed Rudy Giuliani and asked to be put on the party list. He wasn't, but he asked to be.
Because he already knew what was going to go down.
He pleaded the fifth the moment he was brought to the committee.
You know what that means? You know what the fifth means? The fifth means you actually know what was going on and you did it.
Well, I plead the fifth on the grounds that it may
incriminate me. Yeah, that means that you did it. Like, if you tell the truth for something, you ain't gotta plead the fifth on it. See, the problem I have with people is they don't take responsibility for their garbage. You know what I'm saying? If you are implicated in something and you're going through that particular situation and your implication, and you know you did it, just go ahead, bite the bullet, and then you don't have to have all of these press releases in part saying, oh, well, I did know this, or I didn't know that, or I did wasn't made aware of this, or I wasn't made aware of that. Just go ahead and say, yeah, man, I rolled with that program, and go ahead and get out the way, because you killing time trying to get your 15 minutes of fame for something that you know that you already did and are implicated in. Come on, man, ain't nobody got time for that. Oh Lord, it's a fire. We ain't got time for it.
I'm just tired.
Of what?
The tomfoolery.
Come on, man. You said in another episode earlier, man, it's all about the white noise and nobody's really listening. Come on. And the white noise is everywhere.
Yeah.
Listen, to me, it's laughable. It's laughable because, see, I'm going to laugh about it to keep from crying, because all the stuff that people were doing and into and all the stuff that's happening is just like, it don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? But people just are off the hook and off the chain. Like I said, everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame in whatever capacity they would like it in. But my thing is, I just want to see the next day. I don't care what you're doing, just as long as you don't bother me. But everybody don't have that type of situation, because, you know, people want what you have because they don't have it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like I told you,
These followers just gonna still follow him. They still just gonna say he ought to be exonerated, and you know, you just put bullying him, and you need to just leave him alone. Let me take a little sip. Dunkin' Donuts, y'all. Subscribe, like, follow,
and follow. Like, but see, this is what I'm saying. Everybody wants to be a part of something, even if it's freaking asinine and wrong. Everybody wants to be associated with something. That's the human nature. Is nobody wants to be off by themselves. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you think about yourself, or, you know, if somebody grab you and throw you in the hole and it ain't nobody there for the next 3 months, you gonna be a lonely person. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing in life. Like, when you above ground, nobody wants to be alone. Even if they say they want to be alone for a time, they really don't want to be alone.
Well, I want to be alone. Okay, it's another story. It has nothing to do with impeachment. And it's a long story. We're not going to talk about it. You notice when I start saying story, not story, it's really something.
What is that, Young and the Restless? The music for the rock, Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, we talk about it another time, but I really want to be alone. And I mean it.
So that's going to be a relationship topic.
I know it has nothing to do.
I'm going to do a lot of listening in that time. Because you know how people do. They say, oh, how you gonna say that? And they go back and listen to stuff. How you gonna say that? And blah, 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 blah. And then you be in hot water. So sometimes it's best to say nothing and just listen and just Hey, it is what it is. So
you know what? Maybe when we have that episode, maybe we need to call the Red Dragon back to be on that show.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, maybe we could do that next time. We have to see.
Yeah, see, speaking of, I know I didn't tell you off there, but somebody came to me and would like to be on our show.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that later.
Yeah,
Okay, let me tell y'all. Okay, we finished talking about Trump.
I didn't want to talk about the bomb in the first place.
Okay, so y'all, I'm just gonna tell y'all, we want y'all to be on our show, okay? I'm just gonna tell you that yes, we want you to be on our show. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all come to us talking about y'all want to be on our show. It's not him that's gonna give y'all trouble, it's me. See how he took a drink on that?
Amen, Bishop. Hallelujah.
Y'all just go ask Red Dragon.
I don't deal in garbage, so you know.
Go ask Red Dragon, she'll tell you.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, Red Dragon, she did tell him. I don't think I told you. I might have told you. Yeah, we talk so much during the day, but listen. Red Dragon, y'all go to Instagram. Y'all go to Red Dragon the Poet Instagram page because she did a whole show and she talked about insane rhetoric. I mean, she talked about some other stuff too, but she talked about insane rhetoric for like a long time.
Did we clear how to do that?
No, but I was okay with it because I was listening. I was listening in on it. But listen, when she started talking about me,
see, I was still an insert from my boy Ricky Smiley. We need to solicit the prayer warriors. Calling on the prayer warriors.
I didn't even chime in when she started talking about me because it was the truth. She was like, and my girl Ice, don't be coming up there, but she will check them facts. And if you say something wrong, she be like, no, it's really.
Hey, can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that, man. So
okay. Anyway, where's Rikers Island? That's New York.
That's New York. It's the prison. Okay.
So y'all, I'm reading this from Atlanta Black Star. That's the business report. We're not coming up with this stuff on our own. See, you know how a lot of places they just go off the cuff with whatever they think, which we do tell you what we think, but we're getting this news from the news.
Okay? From y'all fake news or from y'all news, real
from y'all
news.
News sources.
Y'all okay. Sources.
Okay, so here's the title, y'all. I accepted my wife the way she was. Grieving husband loses wife of 26 years after she travels to Dominican Republic for fat transfer procedure with doctor with spotty record.
Yeah.
Short version, she went to the Dominican Republic to move fat from one part of her body to the other so she could even out her body parts and like be sissy. She wanted to be sissy. She wanted to be sissy.
She evened out all right.
Hey y'all. Here, Rikers Island. They've been married for 26 years. She died shortly after the procedure.
Of course.
Okay. Just saying.
I mean, if you're gonna go and do stuff like that, you need to. If you're gonna go and do something like that, then you should go ahead and just basically just, hey, do what it is you're gonna do. And if that procedure is going to probably cost you your life, you might want to check your doctor and see if they're certified to do whatever it is they need to do. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what else you would do. There was another woman that was having a Brazilian butt lift done. And I figured out that when I was looking at the story that she she died later from having a Brazilian butt lift done. My thing is, if you gonna go and get this type of surgery done, then you should make sure that you have all the certifications from that doctor that you need to have, because it's only one time that you're gonna have your life tore up behind a situation if it don't go right. So if you're doing all these plastic surgeries, you better make sure that wherever you go, they certified, and you better check everything and read your prescriptions to let people know that, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make sure that I stay healthy in this process, because a lot of stuff that we go and do, some stuff ain't healthy. We so vain in our thinking that we want to look like supermodels and superstars, but yet we go about it and then we wind up dying or passing away because we didn't take the necessary precautions that we needed to take. So I ain't against people going to do what they want to do with their body. That's on you, but you got to understand, even when you do that and you go in with your own body and you try to take those measures, there's complications that can happen to you within that. So it is what it is. What up with it? So so those are some of the things that I I there are some of the things that you just should be, make sure that you are not at risk for whatever's going on. So hey, we can't be mad at you if you want to change your life and change your appearance. Hey, change your appearance. So I don't know if you can or if you want to, but just make sure that you're staying healthy and you're making valued moves to go and take your time and do what you need to do for yourself. It's all good. Health is wealth. So my co-host is having audio problems. So I can't hear her right now, but she's having audio problems. So if you don't hear her, it ain't my fault. So in other news, I don't know what's going on with the situation in Ukraine because I haven't been up to date on some of the stuff, but I can pretty much guess it's not all what it's cracked up to be. Hopefully, they stop this fighting pretty soon and they can go ahead and drop all these gas prices and these high food industries. Chicken costs too much right now. 50 wings is like $125. And then with they the little wings that the Chinese people used to serve of them wingettes. Like, man, $125 for 50 wingettes. This is crazy, man. Oxtails then went through the roof. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but this is just like, man, come on. The gas prices are high. The freaking clothing is high. Food is high. Everything is just through the roof. And the problem with all this is right now is the fact that they're setting it up that none of this stuff will actually go back down. This is going to be the new normal at $4 a gallon for gas. I can guarantee. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now the cost of living is so doggone high. I think it's like a 7% increase in mortgage and rent, man. That's just like crazy. But they say it's not going to stay there that long. But I disagree. I can't see them bringing those rates down to change whatever needs to happen. So this is I don't know, like the situation that we're in right now. I hope that we have the ability to do whatever it is we need to do and bring things down so people can live, man. People are struggling and hurting from different things that's going on. So I'm hoping that the economy can change and that it can bounce back from whatever the Ukraine and the Russians is causing, and so we can just get back to somewhat normal. So I don't know, but right now it is what it is. Are you good?
Oh, yeah, I heard you the whole time. I didn't know you couldn't hear me the whole time
Yeah,
when I was
like
sitting up there talking.
yeah, like your video had went out and everything, and I couldn't see you, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of figured that your computer went down or something. So
Okay, y'all see, y'all look at me. I'm looking, make sure I'm on the phone and the. Okay,
yeah, you are good. You are good. Just breathe.
yeah,
Like literally, just breathe. Like keep breathing. So I mean, so it is what it is. You're just talking about different things, man. See what's going on in the cycle of life, man. I just hope that there won't be no more mass shootings in the near future.
right,
That's what I'm
right.
hoping
Well,
because, like,
L- Lindsey Graham had already said they're not gonna pass that new gun law in the
of,
Senate. So,
of course not. It would dent their money. Listen, the NRA is like one of the biggest factors of contributing to what you call lobbyists to push their agenda. Of course, they ain't gonna do that. Like I say, and then it would infringe on your amendments, the right to bear arms. You ain't finna. You can put a ban on something for a while, but eventually they gonna lift that because once that money started getting low and it ain't flowing in like they wanted to, that's gonna be lifted. The AR-15 is one of the most popular assault rifles that are sold in gun stores. Beforehand, it used to be the AK-47, and now this is the AR-15. So I mean, like, that's what people like. That's what people want, and that's what they gonna stock them shells. You know what I got a problem with? I got a problem with the supply chain still being backed up, and I still got parts out there in the ocean that I ain't got for my motorcycle. But they still figure out ways to get guns, or
hmm hmm
that's
or
like,
what about the babies that can't get baby formula?
oh yeah, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I guess you got to go find some other pregnant woman in Canada. Ain't got baby.
So let me tell you what I'm upset about. I'm upset about because I can't get my sriracha sauce.
Oh God, sriracha. Yeah, that's yummy. That's yummy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's so much.
Maybe I should do some kind of revolt about sriracha sauce.
Hey, hey, people be sold out on that sriracha sauce though, man. Everybody likes that stuff, man. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. The world is insane. I don't know what to do anymore. I never did. I just go with the flow.
Yeah, yeah.
I just go with the flow. They buy guns, I buy guns. Can't be a one-sided show.
Well, I think I need to go get one. Can't
A
shoot it though.
AR-15? You finna go get an AR-15?
No, just a regular handgun. I don't know how to
Oh,
shoot. I don't know how to shoot it anyway, but
there,
I got
there, there are ranges. So I got to go in there and go into a range and tell them that you want to learn, and they will have an instructor to show you. There are gun clubs for ladies that you can just get into one of the gun clubs
I
and
I don't
and
think I
go.
need to be in the gun club for the ladies. I
Nah,
need to be
I'm just saying they go to the range at the club at the gun club. I mean gun range, and they go shoot as a group, and they teach them and give them instruction on how to use your firearm and how to break it down and how to clean it and all those things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I figured out I don't need to be around women. I need to be around men.
That's what you figured out.
Yeah.
Why you figured that out? You don't
Huh?
like women. You don't like women, and I don't mean like women like that. I mean you don't care for how they act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
get
know I'm
that.
gonna have a lot of women call me or text me or whatever, but
I mean, truth is truth.
it's less drama when I'm with men.
Yeah, I think that works on both sides of the fence. Like, I don't be around a whole bunch of guys. Like my cousins, and maybe I got like maybe 5 friends that ain't my relatives. The rest of them is just my relatives. I don't be around people like that.
So, okay, I will tell y'all this real quick. So I made the same comment last night on the phone to a friend of mine. The story is long. I ain't gonna tell y'all the whole story, but
Yeah,
just
because you only got 30 minutes.
story. You see, I said story.
I heard
Okay,
you.
okay. But I was telling them something about cake and some other stuff.
He didn't like the cake situation.
Yeah, it was related to a story I was telling them about cake.
Mm.
And I ended that conversation by saying that's why I don't like to be around women. I prefer to be around men. And I got told, don't tell me about that. I don't want to hear about men that you're talking about.
Some people just retarded though.
Oh, that's what that is?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Slow.com.
Okay.
Some people just like that, and they just don't. I don't think they know any better or something. I don't know what the situation may be, but
Okay.
like some people, it sounds good to them in their head, and then they just let it out, and then they figure out really how stupid it was. Some
Okay.
people don't never figure out how stupid it is. Uh-uh.
Y'all, I just
Mm-mm.
got asked if I had change for $100 bill in the coffee shop.
Why you didn't go up there and break it?
Mm. But the man sitting next to me just graciously gave him $5. I think that's like when I see stuff like that that goes on in our country today. I think that's a good thing. Like he's just like, yeah, he just gave him the $5 he needed.
Well,
It's not a lot of that going on in the world today. So
it's not all bad. Some people are still good in the homeland, on the home team. Some people are still good.
mm, yeah. But anyway, take us out of here, co-host.
All right, you can check us out on any platform: IG, Facebook, YouTube. What is that? iHeartRadio, Google Music, iTunes, or iMusic, or whatever the new I is for music for Apple. We are on all platforms, everywhere. Everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. We are in a multiplicity of countries. We are some of everywhere. Insane Rhetoric is some of everywhere. Listen, You can hit us up and check us out on all these platforms. That's all you got to do is know how to spell Insane Rhetoric with a K. And if you don't know how to spell insane, you're probably insane. So, so check us out on all these platforms and just always remember to enjoy the ride that is Insane Rhetoric. We can't wait to see you again on our next edition. Yo, Fire and Ice, we out this piece. Deuces.
Bye, y'all.